Well, good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to Autumn Cottage on Wednesday, 25th of March. I've been pruning the buddleia this morning. You can actually really be very brutal when you're pruning a buddleia. It doesn't seem to mind it at all, and I can assure you it will spring back with great vigour in the summer. It really likes a hard prune. One thing I didn't show you when you joined me on Sunday was the rest of the spring bed, which I'm very fond of and very pleased with it. It's filled mostly with hellebores, plants, double hellebores in this case, and mostly bought from hayloft nurseries. Extremely good quality, and intermingled with those little hellebores are lots and lots of tete-a-tete daffodils, which are also my favourites. I've been taking my coffee break here this morning. Now, these chairs we don't usually put out until after the daffodils have finished blooming, but quite honestly, with everybody confined to quarters at the moment, this is a really lovely place to sit. I'll just show you where we can see from here right down the garden, and we usually have the pheasants visiting us for their breakfast. During my little sit-downs in the garden, I'm actually enjoying a really lovely book which you might like to look at as well. This is called Marram by Leonie Charlton, and is actually the description of an extended horse ride that she took with a friend through the Outer Hebrides of Scotland, from south up to the north, and it is just beautifully described, both the wildlife that she sees but also her inner journey as well as her outer journey. She discusses in quite a lot of detail the relationship that she had with her mother and how she resolved it after her death, and she very much resolved it by turning to nature and learning from some of the lessons that it can teach us. I also wanted to talk a little bit more about the herb wheel in the bottom of the garden, which, as I mentioned before, I'm hoping to transform into a more vegetable garden, simply because it's too shady to grow many Mediterranean herbs. I can hear the voices of the children across the road. They're all home from school, of course, but along with the bird song, it's rather a pleasant noise. Anyway, to get back to the herb wheel, I was dubious as to whether I was going to be able to grow any vegetables there or not, simply because it's such a shady part of the garden. But I have found the most helpful website. It's called Rural Sprout. There's a huge amount of information on gardening and what they call homesteading, but particularly a sort of self-sufficiency gardening. And one particularly helpful page on the website, which gives, I think, 25 different vegetables to grow specifically in the shade. So I will be taking great notice of that page, and some of my favourite vegetables, the chard and rocket, you can grow very much in the shade, so they will be transplanting to this herb wheel. And watch this space for further details. Now, I can hear something scratching around behind me, so I'm just going to turn around, see what it is. It's surprising what you do see if you just sit quietly. This is the boldest of our pheasants. She's come up for her, well, too early for tea. She's come up for her midday snack, even though it's after midday. She's just sitting She's just having a quiet little pack there, all on her own today. I don't know where all the other girls have got to. The boss was up first thing this morning, but the other girls seem to have disappeared off to another field. So just for a minute, enjoy watching my friend having a little snack and listening to the other birds. Yeah, this afternoon at Autumn Cottage. See you again soon.